first boss? We're not even at the boss? Oh, not the health points. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Solo Leveling. We're now on to episode 7, which is called Let's See How Far I Can Go. So the last episode was epic. We saw our boy Jinwoo just take out yet another boss. It was basically him on his own, even though he had another person with him, Jinho, who's his new friend, I think we can say loosely. But yes, he ended up taking this guy on, and it really was thanks to some quick thinking by using one of his daily quest benefits that he hadn't used yet, and of course that really nice weapon he got from a couple episodes ago that managed to save him and get him through taking down this boss that was significantly higher than him. And he also gained a few levels from that as well. So once he managed to defeat him, the group of dastardly guys ended up coming back, thinking they were just gonna have to pick off the corpses and go ahead and take out the boss, but they saw that the boss was gone, and of course they still wanted to go through with their plan of taking out Jinho and Jinwoo. But then we saw that Jinwoo got another quest from the system, basically saying, hey, it's you gotta go, you gotta get or get got. So my guy said, I'm gonna get. And so he ended up taking out all 6 of them. And the leader of the group warned Jinwoo that if he did go through with taking him out, that his brother would not let it rest. Of course, Jinwoo didn't care in that moment. And then at the end of the episode, it seems like the common consensus is that the man standing in the window was this man's brother. And he looked huge, at least physically. So we're going to have to see who that is, because the guy in the dungeon was a C level or C rank. So we'll have to see whether his brother's the same or possibly higher. So I'm excited to get into this episode and see where Jinwoo's going to go now. We have one person who's aware of the fact that he is not a typical level E, and we'll see whether or not that's something that's going to bring him and Jinho together, because like I said, I think my man needs friends. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. Just before I do though, a reminder that I do a lot of reactions here on the channel, and if you'd like to be updated when I do reactions to this show and others, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and please show some love to the video if you're feeling it. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode right about now. Oh, he's gonna see that name and he's gonna be like, wait, the E rank that came out of that other dungeon somehow that time? Oh, don't say his name. Don't say it. Dang it. That's twice he's narrowly escaped a dungeon that was way too high level for him. 35. Okay, so who's his brother? A cheapskate or poor? Yep, we'll go with that. I mean, you didn't really have a choice. If you'd hesitated, you probably wouldn't have made it. I would say so, but let's not get cocky. That's true. Yes. I mean, let's hope you don't get in there again. My boy can't even have a beer? I feel like he earned it. Oh, he said watch your waistline. Girl, go ahead and enjoy your chicken. Oh my gosh, so now he can't get drunk. Huh. I mean, that could be useful for making money. Blessing, health and longevity. Oh, I gotta read this. Secret quest, Courage of the Week. That's what he did the first dungeon. The great spellcaster Candiaro's Blessing. Number 1 is a temporary buff, which is Spirit of Rehabilitation. All injuries will be healed. Second is long-lasting buff, Health and Longevity. Immunity disables toxic and abnormal conditions, improved regenerative capacity. The great spellcaster Candiaro has gifted you with a special blessing. With Candiaro's Blessing, you may enjoy strength and a strong and healthy life. Okay, so those are buffs he got from the first quest. That is awesome. Yeah, well, I think... Okay. Yeah, I think you deserve that, at the very least. New bestie. Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to him. Right? Kind of hoping I wouldn't. I mean, it really doesn't look good for him either.
とりあえず最後まで。
Oh, judgy.
せめて19回だけ。
19?
話だけでも聞いてください。お願いします。
Ah, hear him out. He's a nice kid, honestly, outside of the fact that he thinks you're psychotic. He's a really nice kid. He was trying to protect you even when he couldn't.
免許を取りたいんです。そのための条件の一つが、レイド経験20回以上の。
Okay, fair.
そういや、友人建設の次男だ。
Second son.
実は父がギルドを作ろうとしてまして。
Oh, okay.
友人建設がギルド
Why not? It's money. I was about to say, if you're in the money business, you're in the money business.
父は S 級ハンターをマスターに起用し、副マスターに僕の兄を置いて、ギルドを企業のように回そうと。S 級って国内に7人しかいない。
Are there? Maybe there's 8 now.
ミンビョングハンターはすでに引退してます。
Oh no, he's such a good healer.
兄は覚醒者じゃないので。
I mean, that's
経験を積んでます。
gotcha.
お兄さんと争って。僕もランクの高いハンターと組むより E 級ハンターを連れてレイドを成功させた方が。
Okay, so my boy said I'm about to use you if I can.
人選びを誤れば命の危険も伴うが。
And what's in it for me? Honestly, that's what I need to know. What's in it for me? What's in it for Jinu?
予定の建物で現時点の推定時間は300。
Damn.
C 級レイド19回で300億。
That's a lot of money. You would never have to work again.
俺だけレベルアップできる状況では。
Yeah.
このまま成長を続けられるの。
You will.
それ以上だ。
Oh, my boy said I'm creating my new ranks. I like it. Aspire for the heavens.
レベルアップの能力が俺自身どう影響を。
That is something to think about. Someone's gonna find out all of your secrets. See if Jino shows his true colors.
兄貴のことは一生秘密にします。
I mean, can you prove it anyway? Yeah, he could take you out now. Not the right angle to take, Jino, though I do appreciate the initiative. Okay, so it's a face we haven't seen. I thought it was the other guy, the blonde. He died. Right? Apparently he is. He must be that rich.
現地の方で裁かれます。ですが、そうでないならば、本国の方で裁かれることに。
The fact that she knows that off the top of her head is terrifying.
減刑も可能かと。
Oh my God, I said I'm ready to go to prison, but I mean, it's family, I guess.
かしこまりました。予定に入れておきます。
Just gonna schedule in a merc in the middle of my schedule.
EQ ハンター孫人。生きていることを願うばかりだ。
Damn, so my boy already has an op. The brother said straight away, ain't no accident. That means he knows his brother was trash. Aw, family bonding time.
お前は自分のペースで来いよ。
ちょっと、お兄ちゃん。
He's been practicing, it's not you. Oh, he did an extra kilometer.
どうして目標以上の距離がカウントされてるんだ？
It's a good question.
どこまで行くのか試してみる。
All right, my boy said I got extra time today.
ちょうど2倍で止まった。なら残りも。
Okay. I wonder if he gets extra bonuses. Strength training has arrived. Oh, a secret quest? Full recovery, which we get all the time. Ability points plus 10. Blessed random loot and cursed. Yeah, blessed seems to make sense, but cursed probably is something that has a lot of power, but like a negative, which we've seen him get before. Like the poison. Another key, new dungeon. A key to enter dungeon, the demon's castle. It can be used at Daesung Tower. The devils, that doesn't sound that demons and devils, like, no, this doesn't sound good. All right, in the Demon King's castle, you can obtain the ingredients for the elixir of life, which cures all illnesses with powerful magic. We love a good pot, which means rare goods. Okay, but you have to start mixing pots? I've never been a fan of alchemy. One of my least favorite. It's very lucrative in most games, but it's no fun. Oh, I didn't even think about his mom. But can he give it to someone else? All the stuff he's been using so far, it seems like it's for him. All right, bro said I'm going right in. No hesitation. Can he, you'd think with the money he'd buy some gear.
レベルのものが待っているということになる。
Those S ranks from episode 1 failed? That might be why that guy retired.
今の俺は通用
I
する
mean,
のか
that's not really a question to be asking yourself as you enter the dungeon, bro. Oh, you've entered a
怖くないと
hellscape.
言えば嘘になる。
Great.
本当に危ない時
Okay, you've got, okay. Don't lose it. What's that now? Hydra?
もっとレベルアップして全て
Hell's Gatekeeper Cerberus.
耐えてたまる
All right, bro, let's go. Wolf Assassin with his blade. Okay, at least this one's got flesh. And he's got the debuff on that blade. Let's see how she does. Murderous intent. All right, he got that from the last one. Ooh! He coughed right through that. Eyes. His eyes are right there. Oh no, your knife's not high enough. That debuff, what? Something about the debuff. This is the first boss? We're not even at the boss? Oh, not the health points. Oh my god. He lost the whole arm.
一瞬で3分の1も削られた
30 or like, damn. Bro, go, buddy. Use that dash again if you can. Yeah, no. We need to abandon. Oh god. Oh. Yeah. Bro, run.
状態の回復
Oh my god, it grew his arm back. Total recovery is real. God, I'm trying to read the screens and see what's going on. This is too much. Oh my god, you are getting tossed around like a rag doll, bro. I don't even think your first battle was this bad. Spanked. Willpower. What was that debuff? Where's your blade, bro? What is even happening?
警告の連続
Yeah, because you're about to...
こんなものどう考えたって普通の再
No,
覚醒じゃない
clearly not.
いや無理だ危険すぎ
I was
る
about to say, you're not doing so well. 3 minutes is a long time. No! Didn't I say not to lose it? Damn, you cannot take one more hit, bro.
あと数発くらいは終わりだ
A few more? Like one good swipe.
300
Damn.
購入
Oh, this thing can sniff you out, bro.
一つでたった100か
I hate that. That's like the lowest healing pot possible. Oh, so that's
やるしかない
because his debuff should counteract the poison, right? We hope.
よし
Okay. Damn. Okay, right in time. Move. Let's go. That lost. Okay, so you just had to outlast. All right, bro. Where's that blade? Gotta keep going. Exactly. Nice. Keep going. Oh, bro, you are definitely putting it close. My guy said, I'm rising from the dead. I will take you out from the grave. We are both going down together. Keep going. Keep going. Do the best you can. Oh, not the glowing eyes. That was amazing. Murderous intent. It's raining. Not the blood putting out the fires. Well done, Jinu. That was madness. Wait, did you survive? How many health points we got left? 4 levels? 5? He's like, I'm gonna take a nap right here. Okay, this key unlocks the door to the demon's castle. You can acquire this only when you kill the gatekeeper, which he just did. And then behind it, you acquire this fang when you defeat Cerberus. So we got a weapon too. Elixir of life.
命の浸水の
The formula, but you need the ingredient. 0 of 3. They can be found in the demon's castle.
今のまま城へ入れば確実に死
I think so. That was by the skin of your teeth and
近いう
cost.
ちに戻ってくる
All right.
必ず
Let's hope that gatekeeper doesn't respawn, right? Woo! Okay. All right, Jino. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, that was a excellent episode. Jinu, once again, he is just going in like a bull in a china shop now. He really is not about caution. He's like, I'm gonna charge in, try it out first, and if I make it, I do, and if I don't, wasn't meant to be. I'm really liking that he has this attitude. Like, the benefit of what he went through in episodes 1 and 2, as horrific as it was, is that it really put into perspective for him what is possible, and like it really put things in perspective as far as, yeah, he's going up against some scary stuff, but is any of it as scary as that first dungeon boss? And at this point for him, no. Right, although truthfully there's usually very little that compares to the trauma of your memories, right? Like, that was his first major trauma, so nothing will really kind of level up to that, I mean, to this point. So that's really just given him this boldness to kind of go in and be like, as long as I can keep pushing myself and doing better, I think it's worth the risk. I got to keep going. And I also think in the last episode, when he said that he recognized that the system wants him to get stronger and doesn't necessarily consider him expendable, it's giving him a little bit more boldness to think that, hey, you know, I don't think I'm necessarily going to be out for the count, even if I don't make it through this, right? I got to try my best. So that's kind of why he's going into these situations. Like with this dungeon, he's like, I'm not sure if I'm strong enough for it, but I'm going to find out. I'm going to go in and at least try to get stronger, because the benefit is if I do, I'm going to level up, right? So that battle was insane. That guy, I thought it was going to be like some of the other dungeons where he'd have like steady bosses, which I guess he does, but that being the first boss out of the gate is insane. That was like, my gosh, my boy got slapped around, smacked around, spanked, everything. But I'm not mad at it. I always think that things like that are necessary, because you need to remind yourself that, you know, he's got to remind himself he's not a god, right? He still has to remember that there is still work to do, and that the system is conditioning him for a reason. Like, there's always going to be something that's a little stronger and a little better. So I just don't want Jinu to get into the trap of feeling like there's nothing he can't beat. I mean, confidence is good, but arrogance is not. So I think he's still dancing that line well enough. But anyhow, that was a really baller fight. But my gosh, yeah, that was crazy. If he did not have those pots, if he did not have that store, whew. But he's getting good at thinking on his feet, which is good. That's one thing he's actually always had, even before he got into the system. Jinu's been very good about using his head when his back is up against the wall. Like, that's what got him through the first dungeon, actually. So yeah, it's a good skill, and it's good to see that that's still fully in effect for him, because it is saving his life. Outside of that, we see that he got an offer from Jino. I knew that Jino was not going to be gone. After sharing something like that with Jinu, he will never forget him. But anyways, we see that Jino is an ambitious young man. He's got some plans. He wants to move ahead in his life. He's the second son in his family, which, if you are familiar with most of these Asian cultures, there is a hierarchy to the birth order. They kind of care a little bit more about that in places like Japan and Korea and China. And basically, the firstborn son typically is the prize, the jewel. He gets everything. He's prioritized, and then all the children afterwards kind of have to just do their best to catch up, or maybe get something close to it. So it's very common that second sons, third sons, etc., become very ambitious and try their best to move up in some way, or try to create their own sense of importance, because, like I said, the family business, the priority, all that usually goes to the firstborn. So in Jino's case, his dad wants to create his own guild, and that makes sense, as I said in the episode, because financially speaking, since we found out in episode 1 that all the loot that comes from dungeons is considered to be highly valuable in this world, it's money. So if his dad's already a millionaire or billionaire from the sounds of things, of course he's going to want to get into things that make even more money. So that's why he wants to create a guild, and we see that Jino wants to become the guild master of this guild so that he can be in charge of things. Obviously, it gives him his own ranking, his own importance, that'll be separate from his brother, who's going to be taking over, I guess, the business side of it, because his dad, of course, gave it to his brother to run. And plus, his brother is probably also in line to take over the construction business as well. So this is something for Jino that he wants, because he's like, this is something that I can earn, because apparently his brother has not awakened. So he's the only one who can become a guild master. So he needs to go through 19 more dungeons in order to do that, because apparently you need a minimum of 20 dungeons experience in order to become a guild master. And we know he's only done the 1. And he also knows that he's a D rank. Even though he's awakened, he is not the most powerful by any stretch. So he needs someone strong by his side, side, and he knows that Jinu is crazy strong. And so he basically said, hey, if you help me out, I will give you 300 million. Was it 300? Oh no, 30 billion. $30 billion will be my payout to you to help me level through these. And if you become a really good hunter or a high ranked hunter, then I'll bring you into my guild as well, because he's saying they also want an S rank. Of course, Jinu is not an S rank currently, but he's saying they're hoping to poach one from one of the other guilds once they are established. So he offers this to Jinu, and Jinu is like, yeah, like if you'd gotten me day one, I would have done this so quickly. But now he's like, I've got the potential. Like now that I know that I can continue to level up, I can become an S rank myself. In fact, I might be able to surpass an S rank. Then why would I limit myself to 30 million? Like I can do so much more, 30 billion, pardon me. He's like, the sky will be the limit. So and also he's saying because of what's going on with him, all of his leveling, what he's going through, this system, this is all very personal to Jinu. And I don't think he wants to tell anyone about it. Plus, I also think he kind of intrinsically knows he shouldn't tell people about it. So as he said, bringing on a partner would mean someone being in his business constantly, and they were eventually going to figure out that something else is going on, and he doesn't want to risk that at this point. So as he said, he just turned down the offer. He's like, nah, thanks, but leave me out of it. Like, let's just go our separate ways. Then we see Jino is a bit desperate. So he says to him, look, if you do this for me, I won't tell your secret. But I'm like, bro, this is not the man to threaten. We see Jinu just gave him that, like, that look over the shoulder, that eye, and my boy felt it in his bones. Like, Jinu's like, I've taken life now and I would do it again. So just no, don't mess with me. So we'll see what happens. I don't think we've seen the last of Jinu, and I don't think this is a particularly bad deal for Jinu, because I do think having a guild and being in a guild and building up his own guild will be good for him, because I think the trade-off he can get with Jino is that he could get Jino to not ask too many questions about why he's leveling the way he is and why he can do what he can do. Whereas if he went to another guild, there's no way they wouldn't dig into his business, right? So anyways, I'm just saying, I don't think we're done with Jino just yet. But for now, it's a no. And then outside of that, we discovered that Jinu got 2 buffs from the very first dungeon that he survived. And one of them is that he keeps getting like intrinsic healing. So he gets detoxed and intrinsic healing from these buffs. And so that means he can't get drunk, he can't get high, he can't do any of the stuff that would hurt his body, which is not a bad thing. And then we found out in this episode, it turned out to be clutch. He was able to use that poison he got from that second dungeon that he did that would have probably taken out any other player. So anyway, outside of that, now we also know that our boy Jino and Jinu both have a mutual enemy, and that is the brother of the guy he took out in the dungeon. I thought it was the blonde guy. I was wrong about that. It is someone completely different. He looks extremely strong. We saw him crushing phones and things like that with his bare hands. He looks huge, and he's already told his assistant, I guess, that he's planning to go back home and take him out. Like, he's like, whoever survived, they took out my brother, I'm taking them down. That's it. There's no question in his mind about that. So we saw that his eye was glowing red. That terrifies me a little. I'm thinking he's definitely no joke. We don't know what class he is. He's a hunter as well. So yeah, we're going to learn more about him. And like I said, we got another boss for Jinu to have to overcome. And again, this is not a magical creature. As he said, this will be a human being. So not as predictable. And again, we just don't know how strong this guy is. So yeah, plot is thickening and building. Another great episode. The fight scene was amazing. I'm liking the show a lot. I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching with me. If you did, please show some love to the video, and I'll see you in the next one.